seen you since the NC State game. So what happened as far as you finding that towel and doing what you did to it?
So I was running out on punt team, and it was literally just laying on the ground. And I didn't even think about the whole towel situations that we've had with them in the past. I just picked it up and just put it on my back, and I just kept it and decided to do some stuff with it after. But yeah, that's how I got it.
What is this game gonna be like? I guess obviously you guys have played a bunch of games at home. I have to try to win on the road now. How important is this game for your guys' season to do?
Yeah, every game's important, and Coach Sweeney always says good teams win at home, but great teams win on the road. So that's just what we're trying to prove, that we're a great team, that we can be special. So it's going to be a tough place to play at. Doak Campbell is never easy, but we're excited for the opportunity. But we're just trying to show that we can be a great team. So that's the goal.
Kind of adjusted to Stanford's rushing attack in the second half, I guess. What were they doing at first that kind of stifled you guys, and how did you make those adjustments going forward after that?
Yeah, a lot of stuff was really just self-inflicted. Guys not being gap sound and not tackling well, not leveraging the ball. So we just had to really just tune in on our fundamentals and really just focus on doing that. And we can't get tired of doing the little things, and that's what football's about. Teams are going to test us running inside, outside, and guys got to stay gap sound, and that's what we failed to do in the first half. So second half we got a little bit of a butt chewing at halftime, so that really just had to get us going. But yeah, it's really just us doing the little things and not getting tired of it.
How much has the sideline kind of iPads kind of helped you guys adjust to not even Stanford, but other teams previously, just having that technology, reviewing plays as fast as you can?
Oh, it's so helpful. No, you're not safe if you say that this happened and then you pull up the iPad and something else happened. You're gonna get exposed real quick. So, but no, it's definitely super helpful. Just figuring out what went wrong immediately. So I think it's been great for us, and it's going to be really good for us to have that for the rest of the season too.
Jaden said you would actually before draw up things on paper, on the sideline.
Yeah.
How would that work? How would you be able to know what you had to do based off these drawings?
Yeah, it was honestly so much tough. It's honestly like night and day. You would just kind of just go off what you saw from maybe 4 or 5 plays ago, and you have to remember what routes they run, where the ball hit. So it was definitely a little tough in that sense, but now you can see where everything goes wrong. You can see all the routes, where the ball hit, and you can draw up the play much easier now. So those iPads really make it much easier for sure.
2 weeks ago, Dabo talked about wanting you guys to be better in the red zone, specifically those last 10 yards. This week he talked about tightening things up as they get out to the edge. How much of that is the nature? I mean, because you guys drastically improved, got forced turnovers in the red zone this week. How much of that is just the natural progression of the college football season? You're just going to chip away at some of this stuff. And what's that process like as you guys highlight, identify, and look to improve each week?
I think it all begins with practice habits. When we do get into our red zone stuff, not just acting like it's a walk in the park. You have to really act like defend. Our coach says defend the blade of grass. So wherever the ball is, we have to line up and just play our best defense. But I think it all starts with practice habits. Not being lackadaisical and just having a real sense of urgency, and knowing that red zone is something that we have to improve on as a defense, and not taking that lightly, and just stepping up to the challenge. And Coach Sweeney challenges us every single week, and we have to own that, and we have to really embrace that and know that that's where we need to get better. So it begins with practice habits.
Yeah, we talk so much about momentum, and you kind of saw it this weekend, especially with those forced turnovers, those interceptions. What's that like out there? Sort of that internal, that current, that energy that kind of picks up as things like that start to go your way.
Yeah, it's suffocating for the other team, to say the least. If defense can get a turnover, then offense can go down and score, and then you make a big hit on the kickoff team, like all that stuff adds up, and especially if you're playing the Valley, like it makes it so tough for the other team to respond. So momentum is a huge part of the game, and that's why, like for us as a defense, if we can get a stop or get a turnover, we know that that's going to help our offense go and put points on the board. So it's something that we've been trying to emphasize this whole year, like we need to get the ball back to our offense. You know, as explosive as they've been this year, like they're going to put points on the board and we're going to get a stop, and it's just like an ongoing cycle. So momentum's definitely been a big emphasis for sure.
You had a dominant performance against Stanford. You led in tackles and had 3.5 tackles for loss in that game. What was kind of thing that you found out to be able to just stop them so much behind the line of scrimmage?
I wouldn't say it was dominant. I think it was all right, but. No, I was just out there playing free. I think that's when I play my best football. Is just I have a clear mind, clear head, and I'm prepared. What allows me to play free is I know what I'm supposed to do, and I can do it at a high level. But that's just when I'm just. It's the same game that I've been playing since I was 6 years old. Feels the same size, just a larger audience now. So I just really had to hone in on that. Just play free, clear mind, and just go out there and hit somebody. That's all it is.
How do you feel about your performance so far up to 4 games through this season for your senior year? How do you feel about your performance?
I feel like I'm improving week by week, and that's all I could really ask for. Just get better every single day, every single week. So I just hope to just keep that going and keep improving.
The linebackers room and just the mentality that's in there. I mean, Sammy Brown is out there certainly not looking like a freshman. Dabo was almost giddy on the coaching show this week, showing like at some of his stuff there late in the game. Just what it's been like to kind of bring some of these guys along and see the continued growth that you guys have, the impact you have.
Yeah, I feel like a proud dad, since I'm the old guy of the group. But speaking on Sammy, just what he's doing, I don't think anybody in the building surprised. You see Sammy come in day one, and he's brilliant. First of all, he's a biology major, and he learned our plays so fast, and he's like stronger than all of us. But I'm not surprised at all just by the way he's performing and just how dominant he's been. And I know that he'll keep getting better, and I know that this is just a little taste of it. But talking about the linebackers, we're a pretty good group. I don't want to say we're special yet, but we definitely can reach that eventually. But I think it's just a testament to the work that we put in the off season, the work that we put in on and off the field every single day. But I'm just super proud of us. But we still have a long way to go to get to where we want to be. So never satisfied.
What's it like being the old man in that room, as you say?
Gosh, it's bittersweet. I was kind of the old guy last year, me and Trout were, but like now, like me and Reed Morrissey are like the only like true like seniors, so it's crazy, but it's awesome that I get to be in a position to like lead those guys and teach them every single day, and just I have a different perspective being here through the highs and the lows, and like I came in not knowing Clemson even knew what a loss was, and come in my freshman year 3 losses, sophomore year 3 losses, 4 losses last year. So I've been in the mountaintops, I've been in the valley, so I know what it's all about. I have a different perspective, so I'm just trying to teach these guys like you don't want to lose games here. It's not a good feeling. So, but it's really cool being able to lead them every single day for sure.
I guess how different is the feeling now that you guys are winning games again by significant margins? Like, what has this just been like to do that?
Yeah, it's what we expected. We worked every single day this offseason to dominate people. So, I expected us to do this, and for us, we just got to stay consistent and, keep on keeping on. It's a long season, long way to go, to get back to where we want to be, but definitely proud of how we performed, but we still got a lot more on the plate to eat, so long way to go.
It's a really cliche Sammy Brown question. Is there any hair envy with him in the room?
Yeah, I tell Sammy a lot, like if I was white, I would have a mullet. Like that would be my go-to hairstyle, but I think the mullet it's so fitting for him, and just him being just a little country boy, always going fishing and hunting, and it's very fitting for him. So yeah, that's my dog. That's my dog.
You mentioned at ACC kickoff about your friendship with DJ and how happy you were to see him find a spot obviously the season's been a little rough for him, and I know you have to separate friendship and football. Finding out that he's injured and not going to be able to play, just how you're feeling for him as a friend, and how much it's kind of a bummer that you're not going to get to see him out there on the field, just from the competitor sense.
Yeah, definitely praying for DJ, and hope he recovers fast and gets back on the field, because DJ is a hell of a player and he's going to do great things down there still. I believe that. But the competitive side of me, I'm ready to line up and dominate anybody who's in front of me, and that's my brother. Love him to death, and if he was playing, I would be talking probably a little mess to him. But regardless of who they have out there, that's just my mindset, just line up and dominate. So just praying for DJ. Hope he recovers fast.
Last matchup with them, a close one. Heading into this matchup, you guys look a little bit different on paper as far as what you guys looked like heading into that last matchup. What feels different?
I would say our confidence. I think we can, when we line up on the field, we know that we can dominate anybody, we can hang with anybody. So I would just say we just have a new sense of confidence on this team, and we still have to grow that. Like, we're not satisfied by any means, but I just feel like we're a more confident bunch going into these games, and I think that's really just the main thing, just our confidence.
Last game, the margin of points, it was so close, and you just said confidence. What on the field, what needs to change? What did you notice from that last matchup? I assume you watched film from that.
Yeah.
What needs to change on the field?
Like I said earlier, we can't get tired of doing the little things, and that's. I always refer to Coach Sweeney quotes in here, but Coach Sweeney says it's not the mountain ahead, it's the pebble in my shoe, and it's just that little thing that's gonna keep nagging you. So we can't get tired of doing the little things for 4 quarters or however long it takes, and I think that's just gonna be a deciding factor for us the whole season. Like, it's gonna get redundant, it's gonna get boring, but we can't get tired of it. So I would say the little things.
I think Terrell said communication is kind of been a big piece of the defense, just communicating, run pass plays, things like that. For you, with the in-helmet communication in your helmet, what is your role in that communication and just making sure everybody's on point and things like that?
Yeah, it's really great that we have that. It'll be the way our defense is. We're more signal based, so he doesn't tell me to play through it, but. If he's trying to communicate to someone on the other side of the field, obviously he can't yell and they'll hear him. So he'll be tell Avion to do a jumping jack or whatever it may be, just something like that. So it's definitely handy in that way, just with on-field communication. But it definitely helps us just because he'll kind of give us a taste of what may come next play or this series or stuff like that. So it just helps in that sense, just giving us alerts and telling someone on the other side of the field to do this or whatever. So that's really what it's for. But it's been really good so far.
And it's Wes in your ear?
Yeah.
What's it like to have him talking to you? We talked to Garrett Riley last week, and he talked about how he talked to some NFL coaches about how you have to sometimes measure how you're communicating because you're the voice in a player's head.
Yeah.
What's it like having Wes in your head?
If Wes is angry, it's not too pretty in there. Because he kind of just screams and I can't really hear what he's saying. But when he's just talking in it, it's pretty chill, pretty mellow. But it kind of just depends on the situation. If it's a 3rd and short, he's kind of more amped up. But 1st and 10, he's more chill, more mellow. So it kind of just depends on the situation.
You told him Coach, I need you to enunciate sometimes. It's all going together.
Yeah, we've had some conversations about it, but if he's always intense, but I kind of just let him be, and I'm just I can't even hear what you're saying. I'm just gonna line up and play. So, but no, it's been good. It's been really good though.
You've mentioned the little things. You talked about you kind of emphasize playing fundamental football. You talked about being gap sound. How pivotal has that been in you guys' success up to this point?
Extremely pivotal. The little things is what will get a team beat, and I think we all saw that from the first game. We didn't do the little things right, and that's what got us beat. So it's going to be extremely important just to keep doing the little things right every single game, every single play, and just can't get tired of it because it will get redundant and will get boring. So we should really have to focus on that and just can't get tired of it.
On a confidence note, Cade rocking the cowboy hat last week. What were your thoughts on that? And then just how have you seen his confidence grow?
Yeah, the cowboy hat was very fitting for Cade, especially him being from Austin. But I've seen he came in confident. From day one, he stepped in and he was unapologetically himself, and he stepped in confident. But this year I've just seen him a lot of comfort and a lot of confidence. Growing within the system. So I think that's where he allowed him to be more confident. It's just more comfort within the system. So. But just super proud of Cade, and I know that he's going to keep improving and keep taking us where we want to go.
Do you have a favorite Daboism?
Oh my gosh! I will do what I can, so that when I cannot, I will not wish that I would have when I could have. That's my favorite.
I feel like it's everybody's favorite.
Yeah.
I know they did it with, I think Darian did it with some of the NFL guys.
Yeah. Every time he'll start saying it, the whole room will finish it off because we hear it so often. But yeah, that's probably my favorite Daboism. Yeah.
Any questions for Barrett over Zoom?
Hey, Barrett, it's Chapel with the state. Obviously a good problem to have, but you, Wade, and Sammy all playing as well as you are. How often do you guys do three linebackers on the field? Is it like half the time, less with the nickelback? And how many times have you guys all been on the field together? Is it mostly two of y'all on the field at the same time?
Yeah, it's mostly two of us. It's more so just depends on the personnel from the offense and the situation that we're in. But ultimately it's all up to Wes, and if he feels like we'd be best with us three on the field, then he'll put us out there. But it ultimately just depends on the offense and the situation that we're in. So yeah, that's that.
Any other questions for him from the room?
I guess with the game last year, has there been any extra, energy behind kind of getting that win back compared to last year?
I wouldn't say so. I feel like our motivation comes from within and just comes from the love that we have for the game. Obviously, they did beat us in our stadium last year, but I don't think that adds any extra motivation. The motivation's internal for us, and we know that anybody that we're playing, it's a faceless, nameless opponent, and we just got to go out there and dominate them. So I wouldn't say any extra motivation. We're just trying to go get a win.
What is your biggest goal for this last year for playing for Clemson football?
Take things day by day, but I didn't come back here to, just win a bowl game. So take that information as you may like it.
Thanks, Barrett.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.